Imperial County has one of the highest rates of childhood asthma in California. Hospitalizations for asthma attacks there top the state. Experts don't have exact answers for why that is, but they have an idea. Imperial County is a hot and dusty place. It's also an agricultural region, and it's a popular place for off-road vehicles. Our Fronteras reporter, Adrian Florido, went out to Imperial County this week to try to understand how air quality affects residents in the area. Adrian, how many people suffer from asthma there?
Well, like you said, has the highest rate in the entire state. Children are hospitalized for asthma-related emergencies at 3 times the statewide average there. And in some places, some schools, up to 60 to 70% of the kids suffer from asthma. I spoke to one 5th grader who said that his school nurse has a drawer just full of asthma medications, inhalers, and other sorts of medications that she just kind of keeps in storage for kids for whenever they need them.
So how do people cope with this there?
Well, there's a lot of ways, right? They stay inside, if possible. You know, they try not to do too much strenuous exercise when it's hot and dusty during dust storms. And I came upon this indoor playground that that this one woman founded in the city of Imperial. It's called the Family Tree House, and it's basically a playground inside in an air-conditioned room that's kept completely dust-free. They clean for 4 hours a day because so many of these kids, just at the slightest trigger, will have an asthma attack.
Well, now, you just returned from the Imperial Valley. You got to see this air firsthand. How bad is it? And what did you feel? What effects did you feel?
Oh, it's awful. I personally have asthma, and so I felt it as I was kind of going around and getting a tour from a local activist who was showing me a lot of these dust sources. One of the interesting things that's happening in Imperial County right now is that because places like Los Angeles and San Diego are starved for water, right, are going dry and need a lot of water, they're buying some of the share of the Colorado River that the Imperial County has. So the Imperial County is actually transferring a lot of its water to San Diego and Los Angeles. In order to do that, the county is paying farmers to stop growing. And because of that, a lot of this agricultural land is going dry, and this scorching heat sort of turns it into this kind of crisp expanse. When the wind picks up, a lot of this dust gets kicked up into the air, and these towns just become a giant dust bowl.
So this fouling of the land is having an effect on the Salton Sea, and people expect this to get worse. How much worse?
Well, the Salton Sea is very near these towns, right? It's just to the northwest of the Imperial Valley's main towns. And a lot of the water that would be used for agriculture ultimately ends up as agricultural runoff into the Salton Sea. And it's what keeps the Salton Sea, which is disappearing and drying up, from completely disappearing and drying up. As a lot of this water is being transferred to San Diego and Los Angeles, that agricultural runoff, which flows into the Salton Sea, is not keeping it at levels that it used to be. And because it's agricultural runoff, it has a lot of pollutants, a lot of pesticides, and that sediment gets built up in the bottom of the sea. As the sea dries up, a lot of this sediment is being exposed, and that only aggravates the air when these windstorms come by and kick up a lot of this sediment. And so that's kind of another big concern, is how the continued drying up of the Salton Sea will only further aggravate the problem of asthma and air quality in the Imperial County.
And what are regulatory agencies doing about this? Have you spoken to folks out at the EPA?
Well, there are rules that the county has in place to make sure that farmers, for example, do certain things to ensure that when these dust storms when these windstorms come by, that dust doesn't get picked up. The EPA actually recently slapped the Imperial County with sanctions because its rules, it felt, were not strong enough to prevent pollution in the air. And they're currently in the negotiation process. They've recently reached a settlement, and the county is going to start to revise its rules to try to ensure that things like agriculture, like off-road vehicles, reduce emissions to try to improve air quality there.
And what is the feeling of residents? Are they united in fighting this problem?
Well, you know, the sort of activist and advocacy community in the Imperial County is very small, and it seems to just be getting off the ground. And so there are kind of, you know, small groups of people who are trying to mobilize people around this issue. But because we're talking about working class communities here for the most part, a lot of people are just concerned with the day-to-day, right, with putting food on the table. And so that's one of the challenges that advocates face there, is trying to sort of get people to understand the severity of this problem and mobilize to do something about it.
Adrian Florido, thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Sure.